Good morning, everybody, and welcome back to my channel. It's Tuesday morning, April the 4th, and I am so happy to see you today. I have good news. My phone fixed itself. Have you ever heard of something like that happening? Okay, so I read all of y'all's comments and your advice, and so many of you said to put it in rice overnight, and that will absorb the moisture in it. And some of you said, no, put it in oatmeal. That will absorb the moisture in it. And then my friend Guang said, no, don't put it in rice and don't put it in oatmeal. Just let the company fix it, or, contact the warranty company, which I was going to do. So it was late. Sunday night. Yeah, I believe it was. Dr. Grande releases his videos now late at night, so sometimes I'll watch them after I go to bed, or if I go to sleep early, then I will watch them the next morning. But I was watching it, and I had to put the closed captions on because, as I told y'all on Sunday, that the microphone, well, I don't know if I told you what exactly was wrong with it, but I could call Jill and talk to her, and she could hear me, and she could call me and I could hear her. I could even hear her on the speakerphone. But I tried to record a video on Sunday night, and it wouldn't record my voice. And so I'm thinking, well, I might get more views that way. Oh. So, when I took it into T-Mobile, I told her, it just, I guess water got in the microphone. So he had told me he couldn't fix it, and he said take it home and do an update. And he said you might have to buy a new SIM card. I don't think my phone has a SIM card. I mean, if it does, I don't know where it is or how to get to it. I guess I could watch a video on YouTube and figure that out too. I mean, I replaced the light bulb in my headlight, right? I know I look like I've shrunk a few inches, but I haven't. It's just the angle of my phone holder. It kept flopping down, so I've got it propped up a little bit higher than normal. Anyway, I called Husani. I'm on his phone plan, so everything's in his name. I can't do anything as far as calling T-Mobile or the warranty company or anything. And so I told him, I said, I'm going to have another phone, because the T-Mobile guy told me to do an update. So when I went in to do the update, there are no more updates available on the Pixel 3a. They told me that the last update offered was in March of 2022, and y'all remember I did that, and that's how I fixed my phone before with the storage problem. So anyway, like I said, I was in the bed Sunday night watching Dr. Grande, and I had the closed captions on. I was just reading, whatever he had to say. And all of a sudden, I heard him talking. I thought, oh my, is somebody in the room with me? I hear him talking. And I realized that it just started working. I mean, it was like God had just answered my prayers, and I wasn't the only one praying. I know Jamie Howard was praying, and Jackie, and a whole bunch of y'all were praying for me, because y'all know my livelihood depends on my phone. I'm very much dependent upon it to earn a living, to be able to record videos. I don't have a GoPro or any kind of fancy camera, and even if I did, I wouldn't know how to get it from the camera to Wi-Fi, to on the phone, to YouTube. I mean, I just like it the way that it is. I can just turn my phone on, which I have with me 24/7 anyway. And my phone, it's how I make a living, by making my videos. Yes, I do get Social Security, but that goes, my Social Security money goes for my rent. So as far as my food and everything else, I'm very much dependent on the cell phone. So God answered my prayers, and so thank you, Jamie and Jackie, and each and every one of you who prayed for me, because y'all understand the importance of my phone working. And you also understand that I just had that major car repair. I don't know if I told y'all that I had to go back The day after I got the car back, I drove drove it. And before, when I would drive it and the engine got hot, then it wouldn't start. I would have to just sit wherever I was at for an hour to wait for the engine to cool off, and then it would start. So I had Googled it, the symptoms, and it said it's the crankshaft sensor. So when I took it in, I told Maddie, I Googled it, this is the symptom, and it's the crankshaft sensor. When his mechanic hooked it up to the computer, I was standing there watching it, and it was just zeros, such and such, zeros, such and such, just one after the other, after the other, after the other. I mean, there were so many sensors that were bad on it, and he said, we'll just, start replacing. I hate the way that I look like I've shrunk. I haven't shrunk, I don't think. I think I'm still 5'5". But he said, we'll just replace one and see if it works, and then we'll place the other one and the other one. So he replaced, I don't know how many sensors, but he didn't replace the crankshaft sensor because it didn't show up on the computer. So I was driving it the next day. I don't remember where I went. But when I went to leave, I go to crank the car and it wouldn't start. It was doing the very same thing that it had done for me to want to take it into the mechanic. So I can't remember. I think he kept it overnight. This was last week sometimes. I might have already made a video on this, y'all. I've been so here, there, and everywhere and miscombobulated. So forgive me if I've already told y'all of this. But anyway, he came and got it and replaced the crankshaft sensor. And y'all, it was another $185. I nearly passed out. But it's running great, so I'm not going to say any more about it. I'm just thankful that I have it and that it's running good right now. And I hope that I have to have no more repairs on it for a very long time. But that was so funny how the one thing that I specified that I wanted fixed on it, he fixed everything but that. But I don't blame him. It was because it didn't show up on the computer. So the sun is shining today. It's a beautiful day here on Long Island, and it makes me so happy. I'm leaving Ife's Easter program. Y'all, she stole the show. Jill has her in taking African dance lessons. Oh, Lordy, y'all should have seen her up there shaking her hips and moving her hands and everything. Oh, she is so cute. And it was themed Wild About Jesus. The music teacher requested that they dress in some type of safari clothing or brown or tan or green, and they were all dressed in those colors. And Jill had a little animal print dress that she had put on. She's so cute. But it was a wonderful experience to watch her come out of her shyness. She was so shy last year. She was even shy during the Christmas program last year. So she has really come out of her shyness, and I'm happy to see that because Jill never did, not until she became an adult. So it's just good to be back and talking to y'all again. I am so blessed by each and every one of y'all who subscribe to my channel and come back and watch my videos time after time, and I appreciate it. So please go ahead and hit that thumbs up button. You can't see how many likes because I have the numbers shut off, but YouTube knows, and it makes a big difference in whether or not the algorithm picks it up and suggests it to other people on YouTube. And I think I've gotten about 80 new subscribers in the past month. So welcome to my channel. I'm so glad to have you here. And if you know anybody that you think would like my content, please share it. And if you're new here, I would love to have you subscribe to my channel. You will be loved and accepted here. And y'all, just keep on coming back. Bye, guys.